Hello everybody and welcome to this winter's restoration project. Hopefully it'll only take one winter, but we'll have to see. This is basically a Kubota B2100, 21 horsepower, and well, as you can see, it looks okay, first impressions, but when you look at it in close detail, it does have quite a few issues. So everything's going to be taken care of within this series. It'll probably be at least a month before I actually start work on it. I know I said this with the rotavator, but it turns out I've had to use that rotavator quite a bit, so I've had no time to actually restore it. So this is the priority. It's going to be partially stripped down. I think the cab's going to have to come off because it's got a lot of rust underneath it. Now, to give you a bit of a history of this machine, basically it was owned by a council in Scotland and its primary job was to spread salt. And you can probably imagine how bad that would be for the tractor. So salt is obviously very corrosive, and also the rain and the water off the road adds to the corrosion. So yeah, first impressions, it looks pretty good. It's underneath. That is where the salt has really got to, and it is actually possible to pull chunks off it, like the bodywork. You can pull a chunk of the bodywork off. So yeah, this is going to be like a tour video, an introduction video, and sorry about the wind, hopefully it's not showing up too much, but yeah, it is a bit windy here. So anyway, starting from the back down here, also the sun is giving a bit of a glare. So yeah, it's okay here. There is some rust, but not really anything too drastic for its age. It is year 2000 this, so you would expect some rust, especially a council-owned machine. So yeah, that's okay. It's missing the 3-point linkage, so that's going to have to be, well, it's going to have a new one. And then basically, the further up you go, the worse it gets. From a distance, it looks okay, but close up, yes, if I wanted to, I could actually just snap that off. But it gets worse, as you can see here. This used to be painted orange, and this is the fender. It's part of the fender. You can peel that away, but I won't do because it's going to fall apart otherwise. So yeah, clearly at the back here, it's not looking too good, but certainly not out of the question of restoration. Now, also it does have its fair share of oil leaks. This differential axle, the axle here where the differential is, the seal which runs in here, that's leaking. But I'm hoping it won't be too difficult to replace. There are worse leaks than this one, but yeah, it is leaking. It's running down underneath the chassis, so yeah, it needs to be done. This side's okay, but again, quite a bit of corrosion. So I think that is probably the best part of the underside. It gets a lot worse. So if we go around here, oh yeah, we've got some tyre wear. This tyre will probably have to be replaced. That front one there is okay, but the other side needs to be replaced. Now up here, that is where the cab mounts onto it. And, oh, oops, I've just broken it a bit more. Yeah, that is to give you a bit of a demonstration of what this is actually like. That is the inner fender. Obviously this tractor was sold, it could have been sold without a cab, most of them were. And yeah, that is the fender which would have been on the outside, but it's been replaced, or this one's been put on top. This is actually made of plastic, so that's why it hasn't rusted. So that is a good job that it is, and it all spreads in there as well. So this is why the cab needs to come off, to replace these fenders. It's exactly the same either side. There's no difference at all. Just as rotten. Not too light around here though, so you can't really see. So yeah, it needs work. When you look at the cab in close detail, there is obviously some rust, but nothing too serious here. It's still very solid, so that's okay. Going underneath the machine, this is when it gets worse again, because it's so bad that the forward and reverse pedal won't actually return. You have to stamp on it really hard just to get it to spring back, despite there being springs there. So yeah, there is rot under here, but luckily the chassis is solid. It's a good job it is, otherwise this machine would probably be a write-off. The good thing about tractors is the chassis is really the transmission and the engine built in together, and then obviously the differentials as well. The further forward you go, the better it gets. This wheel's okay, that one will be staying, but this one, this is, well, it's been, you can see, it's been scrubbing a bit, so I would say that the adjustment on the tie rod, or the track rod at the front, is out. But again, because of the salt, it's all seized up. What fun. So yeah, you're probably now starting to see the actual condition of this machine. That's the power steering down there. So it's not all doom and gloom, it does have a lot of good features as well. The transmission and the engine are next to perfect, except for a mild leak, which has been produced by somebody in a dealership. They were supposed to replace a hose or a line underneath for the hydraulics, and it's leaking, so they didn't replace the seal, I don't think. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me. It's a bit quieter down here, away from the wind. This is the Kubota engine, 21 horsepower, all very good, runs perfectly, but it does need a bit of work. By that I mean the engine needs to run and power something on its PTO, because it's a little bit smoky, but it's not oil, so that's all good. It is literally because it hasn't done much work, and that is exactly what the previous owners said to me. So here is the battery, Yuasa battery in there, so that's a good brand of battery to have. Radiator's fine, except for the mesh grill here, which needs to be cleaned, but that's easy enough. You can also tell it's a cancel-load machine because of the marking which is on the side. I think it says DE7, which is probably a number which was given to this machine, as they have a lot of machines. And yeah, if you can hear me through the wind, that is the snowplow hydraulic hitch at the front, which actually does work very well, but it's got a bit of play in it. I don't know if it's just the bushings or if it needs to actually be just simply tightened up. Not sure, but it's had a lot of use. I don't even know if it's original to the tractor. I'm guessing it is. But yeah, let's just pull that down. There we go. The side guards do come off. This is for the wiper blade. That's windscreen washer fluid. The wiper blade does need to be replaced because it's scratching the window at the top and it does sometimes get stuck. But otherwise, yeah, that's all okay. Oh, and it's got a full tank of diesel too. Right, so should become a bit quieter in here. Shut the door. It is missing a back window, by the way. That is going to be replaced. It was smashed before I got it, but I'm told that it is going to be replaced free of charge, which is very good. So yeah, this is really good. If you look down here, you would have thought a cancel-load machine would have a lot more hours than this. 1,237 hours, and obviously half an hour on there as well, which I've just put on it, in fact, because I was giving it a test drive and messing around with the heater and stuff. The heater does work. It didn't used to. When I first got it, it didn't work, but if we just put the ignition on, then there we go. And this is like the thermostat kind of thing. If you turn it one way, it turns the heating off. It's basically just blowing the outside air through because it's got filters in the roof. Right, so up here we've got a few more controls. This squirts the windscreen to clean it. This is for the flashing light, which I have bought, but it's not on there at the moment. You can just about see that there is the holder and wiring up there. Switch it off, and I'm not too sure what these are for. I'm guessing they're like extra switches for lights or something for the cab. Not 100% sure, but it is so nice that it's got a heater for winter use. That is to wipe the windscreen, but I won't do it because it will scratch the windscreen again. It does need to be replaced. Right, you can open the cab front windscreen like that. Obviously the same with the back if you had one. It will do very soon, hopefully. And yeah, really in here it's quite nice. Down here I've got a red berry, and let's just pull that out. The red berries aren't coming out. The PTO works okay, that's the rear one, but the mid one is seized up because of the salt. It's not really been used. That is the hare and the tortoise. It's hydrostatic, this one. Clutch is just down there. The brake is sort of seized. It does need to be removed. It needs a new bush putting in, and probably a bit of grease as well, and that should sort it out. But at the moment that's seized. Good. That's not good at all. We've got the diff lock down there and four-wheel drive down here.
this one here. But four-wheel drive currently doesn't work because for some reason the UJ has been removed from the shaft which runs to the front differential, which is very strange. But trying to find out more about it, a company called George Brown's is being very, very helpful, and Robin from George Brown's especially has been a great help, and he is also helping me source the parts required to restore this thing properly. So hopefully by the end of the winter, maybe next spring, this will be a totally finished and fantastic restoration, but there's going to be quite a bit of money and work between it. Okay, so on this side we've got the hitch, which does move, it just needs a bit of lubricating. Obviously if we had the 3-point linkage on the back then it would be okay. We've got the bi-speed turn, which is kind of pointless with the two-wheel drive, but as far as I'm aware this adjusts the speed of the wheels when it's turning with four-wheel drive, and I think it's to stop it from churning so much. I'm not too sure exactly, but that's the general idea. And this is the hydraulics, and that is currently wired up or hosed up to the front snowplow attachment. So that is, in summary, pretty much everything, I think. It's got a roof lining, like carpet or something. So yes, it's a nice machine, but it does need quite a bit of work. Now the last thing I'm going to do is take it for a drive. I would do have lights as well. They do work, and it has a horn. There we go. Don't know how well you could hear it. And that is the hazard warning lights. So yeah, finally, I'll take it for a quick drive, and that'll be this sort of introduction video done. The next video will be 1 to 2 months away. There's quite a bit of stuff to sort out first, and still quite busy as well.
So as you can see, the engine and transmission are very good, but you have to kick the pedal back to get it to stop, which is not very safe. You have to stop in an emergency, but on the whole it's good, but it needs a lot of work. I don't know how well this microphone picks up sound on the GoPro, but we'll head back, and that'll be it for this video.